I come before you now, Jesus, with a heart open and tender, inviting your gentle presence to fill this moment. As we gather quietly here, I bless everyone listening with a peace that softly settles deep within the soul. May your light gently illuminate every shadow, every worry that clings to the edges of our minds. I ask for your grace to surround us like a warm embrace, comforting and steadying our spirits. If you feel moved, I invite you to express your kindness by liking this prayer. A small gesture that can ripple kindness and hope far beyond this space. And if your heart is stirred, consider subscribing to this gentle gathering, so that in times of need, you may always find a place of solace and strength. Perhaps you have a prayer request or a quiet reflection that stirs within you. Feel free to share it softly in the comments, knowing it will be held with care and respect. Together, we create a sanctuary where burdens can be laid down and faith can quietly grow. Now, let us pray. Jesus, I come to you, feeling the weight of the world pressing gently upon my shoulders. In this sacred stillness, I surrender all my fears and doubts into your loving hands. I trust you, even when the path ahead is unclear, even when my heart feels fragile. Your strength is my refuge, a quiet assurance that I am never alone. I am grateful for the breath you breathe into my life, for the moments of peace that shimmer through the chaos. Teach me to lean into your love with humility, to find resilience not in my own power, but in your endless grace. As I speak these words, I invite you to fill every crack in my spirit with hope that cannot be shaken, a hope that springs eternal, flowing gently like a stream through the deepest valleys of my soul. Help me to remember that in surrender there is freedom, and in trust there is peace. Let your presence be a soft whisper in the quiet of my heart, a steady anchor when the storms arise, and a warm light guiding me through the darkest nights. I rest in your promise that you are near, ready to lift me up when I falter, ready to strengthen me when I feel weak. Hold me close, Jesus, in the tender places where fear tries to take root. I ask for your courage to rise within me, not a loud or brash force, but a quiet, steady flame that keeps my spirit alive. When doubt creeps in, remind me of your faithfulness, a constant that never wavers. Help me to embrace each challenge as a step closer to becoming the person you created me to be. I am grateful for the lessons hidden within trials, even when they are hard to see. Surround me with your peace that passes understanding, a peace that calms the restless waves inside. As I breathe in your love, let it fill every part of me, renewing my strength and resilience. Together, we walk this path, you guiding my steps, with gentle hands, and I following with a heart open to your wisdom. May this prayer be a quiet salve for weary souls, a reminder that we do not face our struggles alone, but with you beside us always, whispering words of hope and healing. In this quiet moment, I offer you my gratitude, Jesus, for your unending patience and kindness. Thank you for seeing me, truly seeing me, with all my flaws and fears. I am humbled by your grace that reaches beyond my mistakes, lifting me gently into your embrace. Help me to cultivate a heart of thankfulness even in the smallest blessings. Warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friend, the rhythm of my breath. Each is a thread woven by your hand into the tapestry of my life. I pray for a spirit that remains hopeful, even when the night feels long, that trusts your timing and your plan. May I learn to rest deeply in your love, finding spiritual intimacy that heals and restores. Let my soul be still, listening for your voice that speaks softly, calling me to trust, to hope, to love again. I invite you, dear listener, to join me in this sacred space, to feel held and understood. And if this prayer lifts your heart, consider sharing your thoughts or prayer needs below, knowing this community is here to support you in love and faith. I breathe deeply, letting your peace wash over me, Jesus, calming the storm within. When I feel weary, remind me to pause and lean into your strength, to find rest in your presence. Help me to release control, to surrender my worries and plans into your capable hands. Teach me the beauty of trust, the quiet assurance that you are working all things together for good, even when I cannot see the way. I am grateful for this sacred partnership, for the dance between my surrender and your guidance. Let hope rise. Like the dawn, gentle yet unstoppable, transforming my fears into courage. May I walk forward with a spirit renewed, knowing that resilience is born not from my own might, but from your endless love. Together, we hold this moment, this prayer, this fragile yet steadfast faith, weaving a tapestry of grace that carries us onward. If your heart feels touched, I invite you to gently like this prayer, or subscribe so that this sacred space remains close whenever you need to return. Share your quiet thoughts below, and let us continue to grow in faith and resilience. Jesus, I open my heart fully to you, longing for a deeper connection, a spiritual intimacy that embraces all my wounds and hopes. In this quiet surrender, I find peace beyond understanding, a place where my soul can rest and be renewed. Help me to listen more closely to your voice, to recognize the gentle nudges of your spirit guiding me through uncertainty. I am grateful for your presence that never leaves, a steady light in every shadowed moment. Teach me to walk in humility, to trust your timing, and to embrace the unknown with courage. Let gratitude bloom in my heart like a fragrant flower, even amid trials. May hope be the melody that carries me forward, and may your love be the anchor that holds me fast. As we continue to rest in His presence, I lean into your compassion, Jesus, when the weight of life feels too heavy to bear. I surrender my fears, my anxieties, and my burdens to you, trusting that you will carry them with gentle hands. Help me to remember that resilience is not about never falling, but about rising again with your strength. I am grateful for your promises that give me courage, for the quiet moments of grace that remind me of your faithfulness. Let me find joy even in the smallest things, a spark of light that sustains me through the darkest days. May my heart be open to receive your love fully, allowing it to heal and transform me. Together, we walk this path of hope and renewal, held securely in your embrace. If this prayer has brought you comfort, I gently invite you to like and subscribe so that this place of peace remains near. Share your reflections or prayer requests below, and let us continue to encourage one another in faith and love. I rest now in your presence, Jesus, feeling your love surround me like a soft cloak. I surrender all my struggles, my hopes, and my dreams into your hands, trusting your perfect wisdom. Help me to walk forward with a spirit of resilience, knowing that with you, I am never alone. I am deeply grateful for your grace that sustains me, your peace that calms my soul, and your hope that lights my way. May this prayer be a sacred space where we both find strength and renewal, a quiet communion of heart and spirit. As we continue this journey together, I invite you to keep this prayer close, to return here when you need comfort, and to share your heart openly in the comments. Let us move forward with gentle trust, wrapped in the endless love of Jesus, knowing that His strength is made perfect in our weakness. And as we step gently into the unfolding moments, May the tender whispers of His love continue to surround us, wrapping every doubt and fear in a soothing embrace. Jesus, in the quiet of this hour, I ask for your healing touch upon the places within me that ache, those wounds hidden deep beneath the surface, those sorrows carried silently. Let your gentle hand rest upon them, bringing peace where there is turmoil, light where shadows linger. Teach me to be patient with my own heart, to offer myself the same kindness you so freely give. When the night feels long and the silence heavy, remind me that you are near, ever present, a steady companion through every trial. Grant me the grace to see beyond the immediate struggles, to trust in the unfolding of your perfect plan, even when I cannot grasp its shape. Help me to hold on to hope with open hands, releasing the need for control and resting fully in your care. May your love be the soft melody that calms my racing thoughts, the gentle rhythm that steadies my restless spirit. I pray for an inner peace that blooms quietly, unnoticed yet resilient, growing stronger with each breath. Let this peace seep into every corner of my being, renewing my strength and rekindling my faith, so that I may face each day with courage and grace. Surround all who listen with the same peace, Jesus, a peace that transcends words and circumstances. For those carrying heavy burdens, may your comfort be palpable, like a warm light piercing through the darkest clouds. For hearts weighed down by loneliness, may your presence be a balm, reminding them they are deeply loved and never forgotten. For minds troubled by confusion or fear, may your wisdom gently clear the fog, guiding each step with clarity and calm assurance. Bind us together in this sacred community of prayer, a circle of hearts joined in trust and hope, where silence speaks volumes and love flows freely. In moments of uncertainty, teach us to lean into your promises, to find strength not in our own understanding, but in the quiet confidence of your faithfulness. Help us to embrace vulnerability as a doorway to deeper connection with you, with ourselves, and with one another. May our prayers rise as soft incense before you, carrying our deepest longings and our simplest thanks, woven together in a tapestry of surrender and praise. Let us be vessels of your compassion, extending the grace we receive here to those around us, becoming living reflections of your boundless love. Jesus, as we remain in your presence, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Stir within our hearts a gentle fire that inspires kindness, patience, and humility in every interaction. When the world feels harsh or overwhelming, remind us to return to this sacred space of prayer and rest, to find refuge in your arms once more. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and flourish, blossoming into acts of love and service that touch lives in ways seen and unseen. Guide our feet along paths of peace, and teach us to walk hand in hand with you through every season. Let this prayer be an ongoing conversation between our souls and yours, a sacred rhythm of giving and receiving, of speaking and listening. As we continue this journey together, may the gentle light of your presence lead us forward, step by step, moment by moment. We open our hearts wide, eager to receive all that you have for us, trusting that your grace is sufficient and your love is everlasting. In this quiet communion, we find strength renewed, hope rekindled, and a peace that carries us beyond ourselves. And so, with hearts lifted and spirits calm, we rest in the embrace of your everlasting love, ready to face whatever lies ahead, knowing that you walk beside us always, guiding, comforting, and sustaining. As the soft glow of your presence lingers, inviting us deeper into stillness and trust, we hold this sacred space together, continuing to journey in faith and love, ever mindful of your gentle hand upon our lives, leading us gently onward. I ask that you nurture within us a spirit of compassion, not only for others, but for ourselves as well. Teach us to extend the same grace to our own hearts that you so freely offer, especially when we stumble or feel unworthy. May we learn to speak kindly to ourselves, to quiet the harsh voices of doubt, and to embrace the truth of your unconditional love. In those moments when self-criticism threatens to overwhelm, remind us that your mercy covers all, that your forgiveness is a wellspring inviting us to drink deeply and be renewed. Jesus, help us to cultivate patience with the slow unfolding of healing, with the gradual growth of faith, and with the tender work of transformation that often takes time beyond our understanding. When we become restless or discouraged, let your gentle voice soothe our anxious hearts, whispering that every step, no matter how small, is a movement toward wholeness. Teach us to find joy in the process, to celebrate the quiet victories of perseverance, and to trust that you are weaving all things together for our good. May your presence be a sanctuary in the midst of life's busyness, a sacred pause where we can breathe deeply and gather strength. When distractions crowd our minds and overwhelm our senses, draw us back to this place of stillness, within a place where we can hear your Spirit's gentle promptings and feel your loving embrace. Let this inner sanctuary be a refuge where we can lay down our burdens, renew our hope, and remember who we are in you. Surround us, Lord, with your peace that transcends all understanding. Let it guard our hearts and minds, anchoring us firmly in the midst of uncertainty and change. For those who feel lost or alone, may your presence be a warm and steady light, guiding them through the darkness. For those wrestling with grief or pain, may your comfort flow like a healing balm, soothing every aching place. For those overwhelmed by fear or anxiety, may your peace be a quiet river, calming turbulent waters and restoring calm. Jesus, as we walk this path together, inspire us to be instruments of your love in the world. Open our eyes to the needs around us and soften our hearts to respond with kindness and generosity. May our words be gentle, our actions thoughtful, and our spirits willing to serve. Help us to recognize that even the smallest acts of love can ripple out in ways we cannot see, planting seeds of hope and healing in the lives of others. Let us be mindful that we are never isolated, but part of a greater, wholer community bound by faith and love. May we carry each other's burdens, rejoice in each other's joys, and encourage one another with patience and humility. Teach us to listen deeply, to speak gently, and to love without condition, reflecting your heart in all we do. In this sacred communion, grant us the courage to face each new day with renewed faith, knowing that your grace is sufficient and your love never fails. When doubts arise, may we turn quickly to you for reassurance. When trials come, may we hold fast to your promises. And when joy fills our hearts, may we offer gratitude with overflowing praise. Jesus, breathe into us the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are with us always, on moments of triumph and in times of struggle, in the laughter of celebration and in the tears of sorrow. May your Spirit move within us, shaping our desires to align with your will, and opening our hands to receive all the blessings you have prepared as we linger in your presence. Let our hearts be knit together in a tapestry of hope and faith, woven with threads of grace and mercy. May the gentle rhythm of this prayer continue to echo in our lives throughout the days ahead, a steady reminder that we are held, loved, and never alone. We rest now, tenderly cradled in your everlasting arms, ready to walk forward with courage and peace, ever attentive to your whisper and your guiding light. And as this quiet moment draws us deeper into the mystery of your love, we open ourselves fully, awaiting the next gentle unfolding of your grace. Softly unfolding within us, I ask that your Spirit continue to weave threads of healing and hope through every corner of our hearts. May we be ever mindful of your gentle presence, a quiet refuge amid the noise of life's demands. When weariness settles in, remind us to pause and draw deeply from the wellspring of your love, finding refreshment for our souls and strength for the journey ahead. Jesus, help us to embrace the sacredness of each breath, recognizing it as a gift and a connection to your sustaining life. Let gratitude rise naturally within us, not only for the blessings we see, but also for the unseen workings of your grace, tenderly shaping our character and guiding our steps. Teach us to rest in the assurance that you hold all things in your hands, that even in uncertainty, your purposes are unfolding perfectly. May your peace, which surpasses all understanding, continue to guard our hearts and minds, calming any unrest that stirs within. For those who are burdened by worries or doubts, may your comforting presence be a balm that soothes and restores. For those wrestling with loneliness or grief, may your loving embrace be palpable, reminding them they are deeply known and cherished beyond measure. For those seeking direction, may your wisdom shine clearly, illuminating the path with clarity and hope. Inspire us, Lord, to be instruments of your compassion and kindness in the world around us. Open our eyes to opportunities to serve quietly and sincerely, to offer a listening ear, a gentle word, or a helping hand. May our lives reflect the light of your love, touching hearts and planting seeds of peace that grow in ways we cannot always see but trust you to nurture. Bind us together in this sacred community of prayer, where each voice matters and every heart is valued. May we carry one another's burdens, celebrate one another's joys, and encourage each other with grace and humility. Help us to cultivate patience and understanding, remembering that we all walk unique paths, yet share in the common journey of faith and hope. As we continue to rest in your presence, deepen within us a spirit of trust that you are always near, working in and through every circumstance. When doubts arise, may we turn quickly to you for reassurance. When challenges come, may we lean on your strength. And when joy fills our hearts, may we respond with heartfelt praise and thanksgiving. Jesus, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Stir within our hearts a gentle fire that inspires love, patience, and humility in all we do. When the world feels overwhelming, guide us back to this sacred space of prayer and rest, where we find refuge and renewal. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and flourish, blossoming into acts of kindness and service that touch lives deeply. Let this prayer be an ongoing conversation between our souls and yours, a sacred rhythm of giving and receiving, speaking and listening. As we journey forward, step by step and moment by moment, lead us gently with your light. We open our hearts wide, eager to receive all that you have for us, trusting fully that your grace is sufficient and your love is everlasting. And so, with hearts lifted and spirits calm, we remain wrapped in the embrace of your endless love, ready to face whatever lies ahead, knowing you are beside us, guiding, comforting, sustaining. As the soft glow of your presence lingers, inviting us deeper into stillness and trust, we hold this sacred space together, continuing our walk in faith and love, ever mindful of your gentle hand upon our lives, carrying us forward with tender care. I pray that your peace will continue to settle gently over every restless thought and anxious feeling. May your love be the quiet song in our hearts that brings calm and courage in equal measure. Teach us to live fully in the present moment, embracing each day as a precious gift, and to trust that through every season, your grace is our guide and our strength. Let us walk onward, hand in hand with you, in the unfolding journey of faith, hope, and unwavering love, knowing that each step we take is held within your steadfast care. Jesus, I ask that you deepen within us a sense of belonging, not only to you, but to one another, as we travel this sacred path together. Help us to recognize the beauty in our shared stories, the strength found in vulnerability, and the healing that comes from compassionate hearts intertwined. May we be ever mindful that no journey of faith is walked alone, for you walk beside us all, weaving our lives into a tapestry of grace and mercy. When shadows of doubt or discouragement arise, remind us gently to lift our eyes toward your light, the unchanging beacon that calls us home. Teach us to breathe in your peace deeply, to exhale worry and fear, and to trust that your timing is perfect, even when it feels slow or uncertain. Let patience bloom within us, a quiet flower nurtured by your faithful love, blossoming into hope that sustains us through every trial. Jesus, inspire us to be tender with our own hearts, offering ourselves the same kindness and forgiveness that you so freely extend. Help us to silence the harsh inner critic and to listen instead to the still, small voice of your Spirit, whispering truths of grace and acceptance. May we find freedom in surrender, courage in humility, and joy in the unfolding of your purposes. Surround us with your peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding, a gentle river flowing through every anxious thought and restless feeling. For those who carry heavy burdens, may your presence be a soft place to land, a refuge where healing begins. For those who feel isolated or unseen, may your love reach out like a warm embrace, reminding them they are deeply known and cherished. For all who seek direction, may your wisdom illuminate the path ahead, guiding each step with clarity and confidence. Let this sacred community of prayer be a sanctuary where hearts are safe and spirits are lifted. May we carry one another's burdens with tenderness, celebrate each other's joys with gratitude, and encourage one another with words woven from hope and faith. Teach us to listen with open hearts, to speak with gentle tongues, and to love without reservation, reflecting your boundless compassion in all we do. As we continue to dwell in your presence, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and peace. Stir within our souls a quiet fire that kindles acts of kindness, patience, and humility in every encounter. When the noise of the world threatens to overwhelm, draw us back to this sacred stillness, this refuge where we find strength and restoration. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and flourish, blossoming into a life marked by grace and love. Jesus, we open our hearts wide to you, ready to receive all that your Spirit desires to pour in. Teach us to walk gently, to love freely, and to trust deeply, knowing that your grace is sufficient and your love never fails. As this prayer continues to echo softly within us, may it be a living thread connecting our souls to yours, a steady rhythm of surrender and praise that carries us forward in faith. And so, with quiet confidence and humble hearts, we remain wrapped in your everlasting embrace, poised to face each new day with courage and calm. As the gentle glow of your presence lingers, inviting us ever deeper into trust and stillness, we hold this sacred space together, journeying onward in the light of your love, ever attentive to your guiding hand, ready to receive whatever grace you will gently unfold next. May your Spirit gently awaken within us a deeper longing for peace that transcends understanding, a peace that settles softly like morning dew upon weary hearts. Help us to walk tenderly through each moment, aware of your presence, weaving through all things a quiet thread of hope that binds us to you and to one another. When the busyness of life threatens to pull us away, draw us back into this sacred stillness, where your love breathes life into every corner of our being. Teach us to be patient with the rhythms of growth and healing, knowing that transformation often unfolds in gentle, unseen ways. Let us not rush the tender work of your grace, but instead embrace the sacred pauses, the quiet spaces where you nurture our souls and prepare us for what lies ahead. May we find comfort in the truth that you are always at work, even when our eyes cannot yet perceive the fruits of your labor. Surround us, dear Jesus, with your tender mercy when we feel fragile or overwhelmed. Carry us through moments of doubt with the steady assurance of your faithfulness. When sorrow lingers, be the gentle balm that soothes the aching places within. And when fear threatens to take hold, be the calm voice that whispers courage and hope. Help us to rest deeply in your love, to find refuge in the shelter of your arms where all burdens can be laid down without hesitation. May your peace flow freely through this community of prayer, touching every heart that seeks comfort and strength. For those who feel isolated or unheard, may your presence be a warm embrace that reminds them they are never alone. For those wrestling with uncertainty, may your wisdom light the path ahead with clarity and grace. Bind us together in a circle of love and understanding, where vulnerability is met with compassion and every soul is cherished. Inspire us, Lord, to carry the light of your love into the world beyond this sacred space. Let our lives be quiet testimonies of your grace, reflecting kindness and gentleness to all we encounter. May acts of mercy, no matter how small, ripple outward, planting seeds of hope and healing in places of need. Teach us to listen deeply, to speak gently, and to serve humbly, embodying the heart of Christ in all we do. As we continue to dwell in your presence, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Stir within our spirits a gentle fire that encourages patience, compassion, and humility. When challenges arise, remind us to return to this place of prayer and rest, where we can be renewed and strengthened. May the hopes nurtured here take root and blossom, bringing forth a harvest of peace and love. Let this prayer remain an ongoing conversation between our souls and yours, a sacred dance of surrender and trust, of speaking and listening. As we move forward, step by step, moment by moment, lead us gently with your light. We open our hearts wide, ready to receive all that you desire to pour into us, confident that your grace is sufficient and your love unending. And so, with spirits lifted and hearts at peace, we continue wrapped in the warmth of your everlasting embrace, prepared to face whatever awaits with courage and calm assurance. As the gentle glow of your presence lingers, inviting us ever deeper into stillness and faith, we hold this sacred space together, journeying onward in love and hope, ever attentive to your guiding hand, ready to embrace the unfolding of your grace and the quiet whispers of your heart. May we find in this sacred stillness a wellspring of gentle courage, a soft strength to carry us through the days ahead. Jesus, continue to breathe your life-giving spirit into the depths of our hearts, awakening in us a tender resilience that blossoms quietly yet powerfully, from the soil of surrendered trust. Let each breath be a prayer, each moment an invitation to lean deeper into your unwavering love. When our spirits grow weary and the world feels heavy, remind us to seek refuge not in outward distractions, but in the quiet sanctuary of your presence. Teach us to pause, to listen with open hearts, and to receive the peace that flows like a gentle stream, refreshing and restoring every weary part of our being. In those moments when doubt or fear attempt to cloud our vision, may your light shine clearly, revealing the path of hope and healing that you have laid before us. Surround us with your compassion, Jesus, especially when we struggle to extend it to ourselves. Help us to soften the harsh judgments we sometimes carry and to embrace the tender truth that we are beloved children, wonderfully made and deeply cherished. May your mercy be the gentle balm that soothes every wound, every ache, born of imperfection or past pain. Teach us to walk in humility and grace, forgiving ourselves as freely as you forgive, and offering the same kindness we receive to those around us. For those who carry silent burdens, hidden sorrows, unspoken fears, may your comforting presence be palpable, a warm embrace that holds them safely. For hearts heavy with loneliness or longing, may your Spirit whisper words of belonging and peace, reminding each soul that they are never truly alone. For minds clouded by confusion or anxiety, may your wisdom unfold like morning light, gently clearing the fog and guiding each step with clarity and calm assurance. Bind us together, Lord, in this sacred community of prayer and love, a tapestry woven from many lives and stories, each thread held tenderly by your hand. May we bear one another's burdens with gentleness and celebrate each other's joys with heartfelt gratitude. Teach us to listen deeply, speak softly, and love without condition, reflecting your boundless grace in all we do. As we continue to dwell in your presence, stir within us a renewed sense of purpose and join our hurried or restless energy, but a calm fire that glows steadily, inspiring acts of kindness, patience, and humility in every interaction. When the noise and demands of life threaten to overwhelm, draw us back to this sacred space of prayer and rest, where we find refuge and renewal. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and flourish, growing into a harvest of peace and love that touches lives far beyond this moment. Let this prayer be an ongoing conversation between our souls and yours, a gentle rhythm of giving and receiving, speaking and listening, surrender and praise. As we journey forward, step by step and moment by moment, lead us gently with your light. We open our hearts wide, ready to receive all that you desire to pour into us, confident that your grace is sufficient and your love unending. And so, with spirits lifted and hearts at peace, we remain wrapped in the warmth of your everlasting embrace, prepared to face whatever awaits with courage and calm assurance. As the gentle glow of your presence lingers, inviting us ever deeper into stillness and faith, we hold this sacred space together, journeying onward in love and hope, ever attentive to your guiding hand, ready to embrace the unfolding of your grace and the quiet whispers of your heart. May we continue to walk gently in the light of your love, carrying the peace of this moment into all that lies ahead. Jesus, breathe anew within us the spirit of compassion, that our hearts may always be open to you, to ourselves, and to one another. Teach us to be patient with the unfolding of your work in our lives, trusting that every small step is part of a greater journey shaped by your perfect wisdom. As we rest in this sacred communion, may your peace settle deeply, and your love guide us softly forward, ever onward into the unfolding story you are writing within us all. with a heart full of quiet hope and gentle trust, I ask you, Jesus, to continue wrapping us in your tender care. May your presence be the steady breath that calms our restless spirits, the soft embrace that holds us gently when the world feels overwhelming. Teach us to walk slowly in your light, savoring each moment of grace as it unfolds, and to listen with open hearts for your still, small voice guiding us onward. Help us to be patient with ourselves and with others, remembering that healing and growth are sacred processes that often take time beyond our seeing. When frustration or doubt arises, may your peace wash over us like a gentle rain, renewing our strength and quieting the noise within. Let us find comfort in the truth that you are always at work, weaving beauty from brokenness and hope from hardship. Jesus, ignite within us a spirit of compassion, not only for those around us, but especially for ourselves. Teach us to silence the harsh critics within and to speak words of kindness and encouragement to our own hearts. May we embrace the fullness of who we are, knowing that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, held in the depths of your unconditional love. When we stumble or fall, remind us that your grace is a wellspring, ever ready to lift us up and set our feet upon firm ground once more. Surround us with your peace, Lord, a peace that transcends all understanding. Let it flow freely into every anxious thought and troubled feeling, restoring calm and clarity. For those burdened by sorrow or loneliness, may your presence be a warm and comforting refuge, a reminder that we are never forgotten nor forsaken. For those wrestling with uncertainty or fear, may your wisdom shine a clear light, illuminating the path ahead with hope and assurance. Bind us together in this sacred community of faith and prayer, a tapestry woven from diverse lives and stories, each thread precious in your eyes. May we bear one another's burdens tenderly, celebrate each other's joys with grateful hearts, and encourage one another with words rooted in love and humility. Teach us to listen deeply, to speak gently, and to love without condition, reflecting the boundless compassion of Christ in all we do. As we continue to rest in your presence, breathe into us a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Stir within our souls a quiet fire that inspires acts of kindness, patience, and humility in every encounter. When the demands of life press heavily, draw us back to this sacred space of prayer and rest, where we find strength and renewal. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and flourish, blossoming into a harvest of peace and love that extends far beyond this moment. Let this prayer be an ongoing dialogue between our hearts and yours, a sacred rhythm of surrender and trust, of speaking and listening. Guide us gently, step by step, moment by moment, as we journey forward in faith. We open our hearts fully, eager to receive all that you desire to pour into us, confident that your grace is sufficient and your love never fails. And so, with spirits lifted and hearts calm, we remain wrapped in the embrace of your everlasting love, ready to face each new day with courage and peace. As the gentle glow of your presence lingers, inviting us ever deeper into stillness and trust, we hold this sacred space together, continuing our walk in faith and love, ever mindful of your gentle hand upon our lives, ready to embrace the unfolding of your grace and the quiet whispers of your heart. Amen.